All right, now let's move into the clearing space, and obviously we've had the code of conduct come out of the European Union. Diana Chan from EuroCCP, could you sort of tell us what the impact of the code of conduct has been so far?
The code of conduct.
And perhaps you could tell us what it is, please.
The code of conduct is designed to encourage competition in post-trade services. It's a self-regulatory instrument, so it has no formal legal status. The infrastructures, the stock exchanges, central counterparties, and the central depositories collectively drafted up the code themselves under the sponsorship of the European Commission. The code commits to provide for the environment in which CCPs could compete and CSDs could compete with each other to get the flow from the trading platforms to clear and to settle. The code has been in existence for a while, and as I said before, you need to give time for some of these instruments to take effect. So far, there has been a lot of demands for interoperability, which is what the code provides for. We are still waiting for some of these demands to actually be implemented. Parts of the code have been very successful, like price transparency. The fee schedules are all on the market infrastructure's websites. So that, if you want to check the box of what's been done, that's been largely done. However, still, transparency does not necessarily mean clarity or comparability. So there's still some work to be done there.
Okay, let's bring in Alberto Pravettoni from LCH.Clearnet. I mean, do you think that the code of conduct can actually be done on this voluntary basis, or will it actually have to be turned into a proper regulation like MiFID is in the trading space?
Unfortunately, the evidence is not great so far. As Diana said, we still have to see any examples of access and interoperability being brought to fruition for the marketplace, and that's really, I think, a key element of the competition. What's happening right now in Europe? We are seeing new competitive markets and trading venues that are coming with pretty much vertical silo solutions. So, Chi-X has come in with the MCF, Turquoise is going to come in with EuroCCP, but there is still not a choice for members to use one single CCP across these markets, which means effectively, more time, resources, and cost allocated to come up with these new trading venues, but also new CCPs. What the Code of Conduct is trying to advocate and cater for is the ability for member firms to choose which CCP to select, for example, for their services, which of course will be a way to decrease the cost in the marketplace. Again, in order to have that, you need to have interoperability between the various central counterparties. Back to your question, again, so far we haven't seen any new links being set up between the CCPs, and that's where I think there's been a bit of a mismatch between what the market has been able to do, what the European Commission wants, and the national regulators, quite frankly. We at LCH.Clearnet actually do have some interoperability links already today up and running with a number of other CCPs, with Cassa di Compensazione, with XClear, with OMX. So technically it's something that can be achieved. It's really whether there is a commercial alignment and there is a national regulation that can help that is really the big question.
John, Lowrey, I mean, how much is it a problem to you in your business that we don't have proper central clearing across Europe?
I think it's a very fundamental issue, and we are clearly the marketplace is going to have to evolve here. If in a very simplistic sense, if we trade a German stock on Deutsche Börse and clear and settle through, we trade a German stock on Turquoise and clear and settle through. I'm short in one place, I'm long on the other place. I get no margin offset. So from a collateral management point of view, it has been it's a very, very big task. So we are certain that the market forces will drive this to a rational place. We are very hopeful that this does not need to be legislated, because that would be, I think, even more difficult on everybody. And really what we're looking for is meta providers that can sit on top of that and help us rationalize our processes. And so, I think that there's new demand for new types of services that come out of this, and the market will readjust itself.